Hi meditators, how are all of you? I miss seeing your beautiful faces. We're gonna do 2 meditations today, and first one is gonna be, as usual, what we normally do, just coming into the room, coming into our bodies. The next one will be a little bit of that, a little bit of suggestion of smoothing the breath, and then a little bit of suggestion of removing the focus on attention completely and just into being. So find a comfortable seat to practice. Find a quiet space if you can. Outside is lovely. It's almost warm enough in the afternoons now to meditate outside. So do that if you can. Close your eyes. Start to come into your breath. Just say hello to it. And then turn your attention to what your senses are picking up in the room, or maybe outside the room. What is your environment? What are your ears telling you? What are your antennae picking up on? You might hear sounds of the radiator, or people in your house, or people walking their dogs outside. Just noticing the sounds of the environment that you're in. Maybe noticing any smells. Are you baking today? Is there food cooking? Is your neighbor having a bonfire? Bring your attention to your hands. Where your hands are resting on your body. See if you can notice the heat coming off of your palms. Just briefly bringing the attention to the rest of your body, just to see where any other points of tension may be that you're noticing today. Just a quick check. Let's say hello to your body. Noticing points of tension or areas of restriction. And then bring your attention to your feet. Feeling imaginary roots coming out of the bottom of your feet, plunging deep into the earth, into the miles and miles of soil, deeply rooting and connecting you. Bring your attention to your eyes and to the muscles behind your eyes, and let everything there become like jelly, softening the muscles behind your eyes. Letting the roof of your mouth soften and very gently spread. Just letting a little tension melt away. And then start to notice that tickle in your nose as your breath is coming in. Feeling the sensation of air coming into your body. Maybe feeling some coolness on the back of your throat. And noticing how your body is finding air today. How it's inviting your breath into your body. this invitation for the inhale and this release for the exhale. It's an invitation, an opening, and it's a release. As the breath comes in and the breath goes out. And just noticing what your breath is doing without needing to change it. Just keeping a gentle, soft eye and inner focus on it. Noticing where it's landing, whether your chest or belly is rising and falling, maybe both. Just accepting what your breath is doing in this moment is just exactly right. Taking a few more breaths, and then when you're ready, gently opening your eyes, coming back into the room. So the next meditation that we're going to do, as I mentioned, we're going to focus on the breath a little bit. We're going to smooth it out a little bit, or invite it to smooth out. I may do a little bit of spinal attention as well. We'll see how it goes. If any of the things, as always, if any of the things that I'm saying are not your thing today, just keep a gentle gaze on your breath. That's enough. It's more than enough. So I'll offer some suggestions. Feel free to ignore my suggestions and just focus on your breath, not needing to change anything. So get comfortable, stretch if you need to, grab water if you need to. And find a comfortable seat. Close your eyes. Start to notice your breath. The air coming in and that really familiar tickle in your nose. Feel the air coming into your throat, drifting down into your chest and belly. And just allow your attention to trace its path. As this wave of air comes in. And to then trace the path as the wave of air goes out. And with each breath in, and each breath out, noticing any sensations. Noticing where the air is traveling. Noticing where any edges or areas of tension might be, but not really needing to change a single thing. Just knowing in this moment with this breath, everything is all right. This breath is just right. It's exactly what it needs to be. Give yourself permission to feel free, knowing that your breath is just right, without needing to change a thing. It's all right. Feeling the sensation in your belly. As your diaphragm moves, your ribs expand. Feeling the sensation in your spine as it flows and opens and bends to make room for your lungs expansion. Noticing the soft movement of your shoulder blades, your collarbones. The gentle motion that they make as your air comes in and your air goes out. As the wave comes in and the wave goes out. Your body receives, and your body lets go. And noticing the focus that you have on your breath. Imagine that focus in whatever makes sense to you. Maybe it's an inner eye, or maybe it's a movie camera. Whatever it is, just imagining a symbol that represents your focused attention on your breath. Whatever it is, just let that symbol release its gaze, so that your focus can soften or maybe release altogether. So you're not watching your breath, you're just being. Your breath is breathing you, and you're just being. Not focused, not thinking, just being the space in between your thoughts. Softening the gaze. Releasing your attention. So the cloud dissolves. Movie camera shuts off. The inner eye closes. You're just being with breath. Being your breath. Not needing to watch or observe or control. Just being you. Breathing. Sitting or lying. Just practice feeling what that feels like. Not to watch, just to be. And then gently bringing your attention back online, opening the inner eye, turning on your gentle gaze, observing the breath again. And just knowing that that's something you can play with here or anytime you meditate, shifting between observing and being. So with your gentle observation, now tuned onto your breath again, noticing those familiar waves coming in and out, and the sensation that it creates in your body. Begin to invite your breath just to smooth in the slightest possible way, ironing out any gentle ripples, only to the point where you're not straining from the invitation. If you start to feel any strain, ironing out these ripples that exist in your breath, then just back off and go back to observing. But it's as if all the ripples in your breath are slowly smoothing out into a perfectly calm, like glass surface, ironed out and smooth on the inhale, ironed out and smooth on the exhale. You may notice one feels a little edgier than the other. Maybe your inhale feels very smooth, and your exhale feels ripply and jagged, or vice versa. Just noticing. This is a gentle, soft invitation for smoothing it out. We don't force anything. It's just the slightest adjustments without strain. And if it feels like there's strain, taking 3 steps back into just observing with a gentle, neutral, loving eye. And bringing the idea of smoothing the breath just back in, bit by bit. Smooth breath in, smooth breath out. Feeling the effects in your body as you begin to smooth your breath. Even observation alone is a cue to the nervous system that all is well. Taking the next 5 to 10 breaths to either continue smoothing your waves or just keep that gentle observational eye. before bringing your attention back into the room at your own pace. When you feel ready, opening your eyes. Before we go, I wanted to just recommend that one of the things we do when we meet in person is we go around and do a check-in. I would recommend doing this with yourself. If you're not a writer or you don't keep a journal, even on a piece of scratch paper, maybe once a day or maybe beginning and end of the day. Obviously you know who you are, so you don't have to say that. But how you're feeling, current state, and how your meditation practice is going, or alternatively, what you're doing that day or what you did that day specifically just for you, to take care of you. So, I'm Chris. My current state is, generally I feel very soothed right now. I still feel a little anxiety up here in my shoulders, but it's remarkably different than before I started. And my meditation looks like this today. This is the time that I have, was to practice meditation with you all, guiding it. I receive the benefits as well, so thank you. So that's my recommendation, just to keep checking in with yourself. Do it every day if you can, and yeah, I'll be here. My website's chriskadams.com, KRISKadams.com, and you'll find lots of different things up there too. So hopefully we'll see each other soon. Take care, everybody.